I'm going to tell you few ways to ensure that all your learners, all the students, all the pupils in your classroom, that they are learning from you. Few ways you are going to teach them to ensure that they are learning effectively at the end of the day. If they don't learn from you as a teacher, if at the end of the day there are no changes on the children, there are no changes in their behavior, no changes in their activities, no changes in their academic performance, then you have not taught as a teacher. So I'm going to tell you a few ways you can collectively teach a reasonable number of pupils and students in your classroom effectively. Number one, exit ticket. This is a method used to identify or to know if they are learning or if they have learned all you've taught them. This is a way you're going to do them. Exit ticket, you tell them to summarize, you tell them to answer questions based on the topic you taught them, or to summarize the lesson for you before you leave the class, to summarize it, to tell you what they learned and all that. Let them write it or say it. This will make you to know the number of persons that really understood what you taught them before you leave your classroom. Number two, group work participation. Engage them in groups. Tell them, you can get them in groups in the classroom. Tell them to do or to respond or to answer what you ask them. Ask them a question and tell them to respond to it based on the groups. Then with this idea, you will know, okay, these persons or this group did not understand what I taught or what was said in the classroom. So you knew this, it will help you to know where you are to give extra attention to make sure that the children learn, because your target as a teacher is to make sure that all of them in the classroom learns, and they learn effectively well and can demonstrate what you taught them from that time. Number three, you can ask them open-ended question. Yes, what do I mean by this? Open-ended question, as they are questions that do not necessarily require yes or no answer. It's not a yes or no answer. It's a question that will make them to think thoughtfully, to critically think about the question before responding, before giving the answers. So having thought about this, the answers will now make you to understand, okay, fine, because this child got through to this point in answering this question, that means this thing is well understood to a reasonable extent or was not understood at all. So the open-ended question will give them the chance, to the opportunity to think about the question based on what you taught them. Based on what you taught them. So with that, you know how they understood your point. Number four, use a mix of visual, auditory, and kinesthetic method or pattern to understand or to teach them to understand what you are teaching them. Use visual, drag diagrams and charts, write it on the board. Use auditory, like audio books, sounds, to teach them. Then kinesthetic, the hands-on things, activities you can do, your physical body, your physical movement. Use these ones to teach them in order to carry all of them along. Because of the learning styles and individual differences, you need to use this method to teach them, to make sure that they are learning, they are following, they are understanding what you are teaching them. I said before that at the end of the day, at the end of your teaching, what matters is not that you taught for some minutes or hour, but what matters is that at the end of the day, that these children were able to understand your message, were able to understand your lecture and begin to implement it or put it into practice, and can respond or answer questions from those angles in the future. Number five, give them assignment based on their level, their different level of understanding. Don't just give them the same uniformed assignment. No, give them different kind of assignment based on their level. Those ones that are finding it difficult to cope will be learning gradually, while those ones that are already understanding what you are teaching them would want something harder, something more difficult, something more challenging in order to learn more. So give them adaptive assignment. You give them different kind of assignment. They will begin to understand. It's a wonderful way of knowing who and who are understanding what you've been teaching, who and who are understanding what you taught them last week and what you're teaching them right now. It will help you to know who and who are getting those lectures. Number 6, small group instruction. The small group instruction will help you to is a way of getting them into groups. It will help you to know the groups. I said before, the groups that are not doing well, or the groups that are finding it so difficult to understand all you have been teaching. So get them into groups. It will help you to know where to put more attention, to who to give more attention, the particular set of people to give more attention in the classroom based on their learning abilities, learning styles, and all those things. So this will help you to know who and who to give in adequate time, to give more time, to give time in order to carry the person along, in order to make the person to start learning from you. Number 7, peer feedback. This is a method you give the children, you give the learners assignment, you give the learners the opportunity to assess each other's job, to assess their jobs within themselves, to mark their jobs, to constructively give feedback about what they think or what they thought is wrong about what Mr. A or Mrs. B, this person or that person wrote. It will give them the children will be able to give you, okay, this is wrong here, they will discuss all those things. It's more of a discussion class. They will tell you what they think, what they saw in Cynthia's paper or Jennifer's paper. Is this, it is that. While they are discussing it, all those other persons that were not able to follow up will begin to understand the lecture more, will begin to understand the message more. They will begin to understand the topic more. While the other mates, it's called peer, other mates are discussing it. So they will understand it more while it is being discussed in the classroom. Not from the teacher this time around, but from the learners, the fellow learners. So all those slow learners will begin to understand it and they will make impact. Number 8, peer teaching. Peer teaching is a system where you give the fellow child or some children in the classroom, you give them the opportunity to come out in the classroom and teach others what they have learned, to teach others what they have known, what they understood by a particular topic or a particular class, a particular exercise. They just teach the children, they write some things on the board, the whole classroom details, the classroom teaching will be performed by that child based on the topic. It will help other ones who did not understand the topic when it was taught to understand it better. Children learn more when they see their mates do it. So this is also a very wonderful approach to engage them, to teach them, to make them to understand, to make them to learn what they need to learn. And before you see Jack Robinson, the classroom begins to learn at a greater level. All those ones that are not learning so fast will be forced to learn so fast. Number 9, use Socratic questioning. Socratic questioning is a type of question that does not just require A or B answer or yes or no answer. No, it requires the responder to think more. So the question could come in this way: what do you think this class should be held, or this topic should be taught, or why do you think this or that? It will make the responder to think more, to dive deeper into himself or herself, to to get the answers, because it's not something he can just say yes or no. So he must think about it before responding to the question. So it's called Socratic questioning method. This will also help you to know how far, because sometimes it's good to allow them to say things. It's good to allow them to define things from within them the way they felt about it. It's not necessarily what was taught in the classroom or what was written on the whiteboard. No, just allow them to, based on how you understood this point, how did you understand this, how, what and what, stuff like that. So the person with the child will then tell you what he or she feels, which may not necessarily not be the same way you wrote it in the classroom, but the child will be free to respond based on the question. By then he has thought. By then he's critically thinking, or he has critically thought about the answers before responding to that. Number 11, cold calling. Cold calling is a method where as a teacher you randomly select, you randomly appoint or ask questions to some of the learners in the classroom, instead of just depending on all those persons you've known before, all those brilliant ones that have been asking your questions. No, you randomly pick them. Yeah, you. So get me the answer. This will make everyone equal participation. It will make all of them to participate equally, and all other ones will be forced to think about, what if I am asked the question right now, what am I going to answer? So he or she will be forced to begin to think about the topic being discussed, so that he or she can respond if he or she is mistakenly or by any chance appointed by the teacher to respond or to answer the question. Number 12. Another way is walking around the classroom. As a teacher, if you want to really engage all of them to understand or to follow your lectures, at the end of the lecture or even in between the classes, walk around them. When you're giving them when you're giving them a classwork, walk around them to see what they are writing, to see how they are writing it. So see who is not writing. Then that person that is not writing, you can ask him or her one or two questions. Why are you not writing? Didn't you get the point? Didn't you get the topic? Didn't you understand it well? Then the child will be forced to tell you, okay, fine, I didn't understand it well. I am confused there. The way the question came was confusing, this and all that. While we are walking around the classroom, you are trying to engage them. You're trying to engage them, and the more you engage them to learn, the more you try to discuss with them to see their challenges, you engage with them, and at the end of the day, you are bringing them to efficiently, you are bringing them to communicate, to participate, and be fully engaged in the classroom activities. And before you say Jack Robinson, learning is not just something that happens overnight. It's a gradual thing. It's a gradual thing. So before you say Jack Robinson, you see this child participating fully in the classroom activities, because you've given them such attention needed, all those attention needed for them to learn, for them to participate fully and learn efficiently and effectively in the classroom. Number 13, check in. You can once in a while as a teacher check into the classroom to see what they have been doing, how they have been understanding your lectures, whether they have issues with certain topics or certain things. You just check in to see one or two persons and you leave. So they will always be expecting that one day you will come. So it will make them to start reading. It will make them to start learning, to trying to learn, because someday or one day you may come to ask them one or two questions. So you may just check into the classroom, ask 1, 2, 3 persons questions, and you leave. This is just to identify, to know whether he or she has been understanding it, he or she has been learning from you, from all the points you've been making and teaching in the classroom. 14. Analyze test results. Yes. How do you analyze test results? After giving them quizzes, text, and assignments and all that. After marking their papers, begin to analyze it to see who, if they all, how many persons were able to understand this topic, how many persons had issues with them, how many persons struggled so much to answer the question but could not, how many persons failed, number 7, number 6, number 5, or how many persons failed all of them. This will make you to understand how many persons you need to give more attention, how many persons, or the number of persons in the classroom to give more attention in the classroom. Number 15, open discussions. As a teacher, sometimes you have discussions with your learners. Have discussions with your learners to understand how they have been following your lectures, how they have been understanding it. This will help you to know who to give attention more. Like I said before, the more you engage with them, the more the more they are free to tell you where they are having challenges. The more they will be free to tell you where they are having issues. So open discussions give you the opportunity as a teacher to understand who are still having challenges with what I've been teaching, who are still not learning it. It will give you a perfect opportunity to teach them that particular topic or that particular topic very well, and they will learn it. Number 16, track individual records. Yes, as a teacher, you need to track individual records. You need to follow them. You need to understand or follow them all one by one to understand, okay, this person is now improving here, this person is now improving here, this person is not improving here, this person has started going down, has started declining, has started failing this topic. Why? So it will help you to know who to give more attention. It will give you a better opportunity to give them more attention in order to teach them. So individually track to know who are performing better, who are reading well, who are understanding it. Who are really understanding it. This will help you as a teacher and help them too, because when you find out those places or those persons, you give the right message, and at the end of the day, the persons will learn. Finally, celebrate them. Number 18, celebrate those that are doing good. Virtually celebrate all of them for participating in your class activities. Celebrate them, encourage them. Don't tell them they are morons. Don't tell those ones that are not doing right that they are morons. No, tell them they are good. Tell them they are trying, they are coming up. Encourage them, celebrate them, buy gift for them. You can buy a pen, you can buy pencil for them as a teacher. It will make them to open their heart, because love opens heart. When they see such attention from you, it will make them to be free to learn more from you. It will make them to be free to open their heart and learn. So the more you're celebrating them, the more you are indirectly encouraging them to learn. So at the end of the day, encourage your learners and tell them that if they learn, I promise them something. If they learn this or that, that you're going to do this or that for them, it will encourage them more to read their books, to pay attention while you're teaching and while other classes are going on in the classroom. It will help them and help you and help the school at large. Thank you for watching this video. Share this video to all the teachers that you know that are still having challenges teaching so many learners at a time in the classroom. Understanding that so many learners cannot learn at a time and at the same pace will help you a lot. So this video, it's a great assistance to your issues, to the challenges you may have been having in the classroom while teaching these children. Share this video, subscribe, and thank you for watching. My name is Chidi Ikenna Amobi. See you tomorrow. I promise you, every day I will drop wonderful video for you. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.
Mary Ofibo, Liliana Model School of This
is Ezibe Obiamaka from St. Valerian Nation Primary School in Joka.
My name is Mr. Ogujo for John Kenneth.
My name is Mrs. Mwizu Lilian. I'm from Prince Nelson International School, Oba. Okay, the competition is a very nice one. I think it encourages people to learn and to read their books, not just to read their books, but reading to understand it and then retaining it in their memory. So I really love the competition. It's a very nice one. Kudos to the organizers of this competition. I pray they keep the flag flying. They should keep it up. It's a good one. The activity was very interesting. The children really tried. They showed us that they are very, very brilliant, and all of them are really a winner, a champion.
It was challenging. It encouraged kids to do their best. It was a bit challenging, but thank God for everything. But the competition was good. It's a healthy competition.
Okay, I think the competition is free and fair. It's transparent because the teachers' ideas and views were needed to determine who scores who or who scores what. So I think it is fair enough. I myself have learned so many things coming to the competition for the very first time. So the competition is a good one. It is transparent, it is free, it is fair.
I'm encouraging the children at home because for such a thing, this is very wonderful. It's a nice thing to be here. So it's wonderful to be here. So I'm encouraging children that they should be part of this. At least when you are here, you'll be able to come out, show us what you got. And then this program is designed to bring out the best out of children. So being here, I think, is awesome.
It was organized very well and it was transparent. I thank God. I pray that you keep keeping the integrity of your organization going.
It's very transparent. You see your children score, go through them, ask questions if you are confused. So it's very transparent.
We pray that it will not only be in Anambra State. It has to be national and international. Okay, my advice to the learners, the children out there, both my own learners in my school, those that have come for this competition, is they should not stop reading. They should keep on reading because it pays to read. It pays really, really good to read. I'm not happy because my school did not win anything, but this is our first experience. And as they say, experience is the best teacher. I believe coming back next time, we come prepared. So you push watch out for Prince Nelson International School Oba.
Okay. I would say that they have to be part of this program, then put in your effort. This program motivates children to learn. It makes them to see, at least out of their comfort zone. They have other people, other students, other pupils in other schools putting in their best. So when they come over here, they meet each other, and then they see that in their school, they might be doing well, they might be wonderful, but coming out of their comfort zone to face others pose a challenge. I think when they come out, they come out to meet the best, and see the best. At least they will know that the ones they are doing, they are trying, but it isn't enough. Then when they go back home, they can put more effort, they can add more effort to whatever they are doing. So that's it.
Okay, I pray that they move to a greater height, that as they have devoted their resources to do this kind of thing to encourage kids, that God should also bless them, and they should be a blessing to this generation. That's my prayer for them. They will move from strength to strength, not only here in Anambra, but national and international.
Okay, my humble prayer for the organizer of this competition is that God Almighty should continue to bless him abundantly. For him having thought of this wonderful program to help children to study and to read more, God should replenish his pockets, his family shall be blessed, God he will bless his works of his hands, morning, afternoon, evening, and at the night. That's my prayer for the organizer of this competition.
The advice for the children here, they should know that they are champions and they will continue to be champions. They should continue to read so that they will strive in life. Those at home should also follow their footsteps to be able to meet up to the very criteria and also become champions like them.
the thing is that you never know what you are capable of unless you try. So I advise them to give themselves that room for improvement. They should come for competition like this. So like now, yes, last year we didn't get anything, but this year we got something. So they should not be lent. They should keep on trying and be pushing forward. One day their star will shine.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. My name is Chidi Ikenna Amobi, by the grace of God, the director of programs, Independent African Literary Competition. What we've done here is the final phase of the 15th edition of Independent African Literary Competition. It is not an easy one, by the grace of God. The children, and they all did wonderfully well. They did great because it shows they are reading. What we are doing is really making great impact because the children have learned to read and they've learned to read in between the lines. You know, from the questions that we've asked them, the way they answered it showed that okay, fine, they are really reading. So we encourage those ones that are not reading yet, that are not reading, that I don't think that education is great, that maybe that thought or maybe that have had over time that education is a scam, should know that it's not a scam. Through education you can do wonders, you can go to places, you can meet people, you can be greater in life, you know. So we encourage them to read more. And I appreciate all the schools that came for this competition, all of them I appreciate them. And I said, keep doing good, because when you bring these children to this competition, you are telling them, go, let me, you show that you are teaching them something at home. Now go there and challenge yourself. If you're not proud of your school, you cannot bring them here. So, but if you bring them here, that means you're proud of your school. So I appreciate you for being proud of your school. Then I encourage, I tell all the first, second, and third positions. We say congratulations, you know, because it's a challenge, and you get through. You became the first, second, and third. Is a thing of grace, is a thing of honor, you know. So, and all those ones, the other 21 that could not make it, the other 17 or 18, we say keep reading. The future is bright, you know. So I am thankful to Chief Udoji Achebe. I am thankful to all of those that have supported this program one way or the other. I am thankful to all the schools, all the teachers that participated in this exercise. I am thankful to all of you, and I say your pocket will never run dry. God will continue to bless you. Since you've made yourself a partner towards a perfect nation building, towards this nation building, God will never leave you. Your days ahead will be better and finer in Jesus' name. Thank you for being here, and may God bless you. Thank you. This is the 15th edition of Independent Academy, Independent African Literary Academy, literary competition. Thank God it was well done. May His name be praised. All thanks. My name is Chidi Ikenna Amobi. God bless you.